The job of the board to find a new CEO, and that's the biggest job I think the board of directors will ever have to make, perhaps.
Our co-op is dependent upon our CEO to keep us moving forward.
It's been 26 plus years since any board at White River went through a hiring process for CEO. I think each member on the board took that very seriously.
We had an idea of what we wanted, the type of skills that we needed, and somebody that would fit into our community, somebody that already had leadership experience within cooperatives.
And we narrowed it to 6 candidates.
We had very good applicants, we had very good interviews.
And the interviews were grueling. It was over a 3-day period.
We knew it was going to be a tough decision.
We finally came down to the place of selecting Beau Jackson as the new CEO to lead us into the future here at White River Electric Cooperative.
Our family, we lived in Louisiana, and we used to make trips up here all the time and loved the Ozark Mountains.
It was my parents' favorite destination. Silver City, Whitewater, the shows, and one day they decided to, hey, that's where we want to live. I was around 13 or 14 when we moved up here.
Beau, even as a young boy, always wanted to be a football player. That was his dream, professional football player. And he had the skills to do it.
I always had a passion for it. I was always competitive. I liked to race. I liked the physicality of football. Didn't realize it at the time. My experience in sports, you learn so much about, with life lessons, teamwork, dedication it takes to win, and I carry those life lessons with me now.
Beau really wanted to make his career in football with college, and he had quite a few offers.
So after high school, I went to Southwest Missouri State. I didn't know what I was wanting to do, really what to study, anything. It just wasn't a priority for me. I knew I'd figure it out, but really my focus was, going playing football. I was there, I think, a year and a half until I transferred to Evangel. Evangel was a great program back then. SMS wasn't so much, and so I wanted to get back on the winning team.
So Beau and I met in college.
It wasn't very long I was on campus at Evangel. It might have been a week or two when I first saw Michelle. She got my attention, and I remember thinking, man, I'd like to meet her.
Beau was one of the nicest guys that I had ever met, and he was so respectful and kind. We started dating in January, and then we ended up getting engaged in November, and he actually took me to Silver Dollar City, and the Christmas lights were on, and I was totally surprised.
So we've been married for 23 years.
And we have 2 children, Aubrey, who just turned 21, and Kirk, who is 18.
I really grew up a lot at Evangel University. Started getting serious about my school. I'd be lying if I didn't have aspirations to go play at another level. But knew that was a slim possibility. So I started really focusing on, what happens after college.
After Beau graduated with his business degree, the first thing he wanted to do was start a business of his own.
When we lived in Louisiana, my dad had his own business, just him and a helper and van and HVAC services.
One of the high points in my life is when he told me, he says, let's go into business together.
So the name of our company was D&B HVAC Systems. D stands for David, B stands for Beau.
Beau was the business side of it, and David was the HVAC side of it.
What I've learned from my dad is to treat everybody with respect, fair, and showing that you care.
We worked together at first, just me and him, which was a good time. I mean, here I had my son with me working in a business that we were trying to build up. One of the first customers that we had was White River Electric.
And I was over the business side of things, the business administration, HR, putting estimates together and looking over engineer plans. And so I had a lot of experience of working with the engineers who designed these plans. And then I got to a point where I felt like, man, I can do this, better.
So Beau came to me one day and told me that he wanted to pursue a degree in electrical engineering.
Big risk, had a family, still trying to build a business, but ultimately it was a now or never decision.
At that time, we had a 3-year-old and a newborn when he started engineering school, and he was still working at D&B at that time.
Before I did ultimately decide to go to engineering school and the University of Arkansas, I called Chris Hammond up. He was a EE major too, electrical engineer, and just basically just asked him, hey, what am I getting myself into? And I remember Chris was just, had that look and, asked like, are you sure you want to do this?
I don't know how he did it.
I learned that Beau is very determined, and when he puts his mind to something, he is going to do it 100%. And I never felt like he put his family last, even though he was really busy with school and work. We were still a priority.
So back then, we were having our annual meetings at the old Mel Tillis Theater. We were at the annual meeting, had a booth, and I was there representing D&B HVAC Systems. And Chris would come by and check in on me, like, hey, where you at with school? How's it going? I was within my last year, maybe last semester, he asked, for me to come in to his office one day to come talk to him. I just said yes, of course, and then met with him. And he said, what are your thoughts about coming and working for White River? And it really hit me because it never crossed my mind. I was going back to engineering school and all this for our family business. But I remember, thinking it's a great opportunity. It was one of the toughest conversations I had with my dad.
I said, look, there's nothing certain right now in life with our business, but that's a pretty good job to consider. I knew that he had a future there, career that I don't know if I could have gave him that.
So I started at White River on August 1st, 2012. I love the cooperative model and the idea that, we come here every day to serve our members. And so there was meaning to what we were doing.
Moving forward with White River and White River Connect, we felt it important to have one CEO over both. Beau's experience with White River, the co-op side, and then the last 3.5, 4 years with Connect, building it up from ground zero to where we are now. We felt like this put him in a great position and he was the right choice to lead over both.
Beau has a lot of quality characteristics that you don't find in people anymore. He genuinely cares about people.
The thing about Beau Jackson is he is a very driven individual. I think from his past on the football field, but he's also a team player.
One of the things I always tell him is that you're gonna have to think faster. He goes, no, I'm thinking thorough. And when Beau makes a decision, it's generally right on time and on target.
Beau always thinks about the big picture. He's always trying to think about how it's going to affect not just himself, but others.
We live in a changing world and technologies are changing fast, and I believe that with Beau at the helm of the ship helping to guide us through those times, that he's one that'll be able to meet those challenges and help us to come out on top in a way that's better for all of our members.
Beau and I love this area that we live in. There's so many great opportunities. We love being outdoors, going to the lake, playing golf, just enjoying nature in the beautiful Ozarks.
I've always lived in the rural communities, grew up on a cooperative, even when I was growing up in Louisiana. And so it's truly an honor being selected for this. I mean, Chris has had an everlasting impact on this cooperative. It's profound. Filling those shoes, I don't take it lightly. This is one of the most interesting times in being in this industry. A lot of challenges, a lot of risk. I've always liked challenges. I don't like it going into it by myself, but I really like going into having challenges with a great team, and that's what we have here. And that's what I'm excited about, is what I can bring to the table in this role, in this capacity, bringing those services together and working in a way that's going to bring more value to our membership. My heart's in it. I'm fully committed, and I'm just looking forward to what the future holds.